Good evening, folks. Hello. It is Monday, May 10th, 2021, and I am here to solve today's New York Times crossword. This is by Jukin Bernakel. I have seen this name before. I'm pretty sure. I don't think this is a first timer. I'm pretty sure I've seen this name before, and I still don't know how to pronounce it, so my apologies to you. But before I get into the crossword, a couple of things. First of all, to those of you who watched yesterday's, who joined me for yesterday's live stream of the Sunday puzzle, or anyone who watched the video playback of the live stream of solving the Sunday crossword, you will know that I didn't complete it during the live stream. I had to give up and throw in the towel and leave it behind and say that I would come back later. And I did just that, and as you can see on my screen, I did manage to complete it several minutes later. It took several minutes of just randomly typing in letters in various places, and it ended up being down here. This was the major stoppage, what I had wrong. I originally had a W here where this P is, that is highlighted in yellow, where it said estow and stow. And it turns out this is stop for hang it up, which I guess kind of makes sense. It makes about as much sense to me as stow, really. That's kind of a weird one. And this legally foreclose, this is just a term that I was not familiar with, but now I learned something, which is kind of cool. So estop, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, estop or estop or whatever. It refers to estoppel or estopel or something like that. I had to look it up. It is it's something like some law principle where like people can't be. It basically stops people from contradicting something that they said previously. So it basically prevents people from like changing their story and like not being held accountable for that, or something similar to that. So legally foreclose, like, tough clue for a tough answer. I mean, the answer that I just straight up didn't know. I'd never heard this word before, but that's a tough clue for it also. Even so, like, legally foreclose. When you think of foreclose, like, the first thing that comes to mind is foreclosure of the house to me, or foreclosure of a property. Yeah. Whew. Tough one. But I did manage to just randomly stumble across the right answer after just several minutes of just plugging away at the keyboard. So it's a lesson to all of you out there. If you are frustrated by crosswords, you can, like, once you get to the end and something's not working, like, if you have some areas where you have an idea that, like, maybe this isn't right, just start plugging away at all the different letters of the alphabet, and eventually you are likely to come across the correct answer. Oh, I almost sneezed. Sorry. Okay. Second thing, before I get into the Monday puzzle, one more thing. I got to shout out on the mini puzzle. For today's mini puzzle, I finished in 37 seconds today, but if you take a look over at my leaderboard, Peanut CG, and I believe this is Corey. It's hard for me sometimes to keep the username straight, but I believe this is Corey, viewer. Awesome job. 18 seconds. You crushed that. Way to go. Anyone else out there, if you want to join my leaderboard for the mini crossword, if you are using the New York Times app, the link to join my leaderboard is in the description for this video, so go check that out. Well done, Corey. That was awesome. All right, here we go. So it is Monday today, which means I'm going to try and solve this as fast as I can, and I will probably do minimal talking while I solve, or at least for the first probably half of the puzzle. Once I get close to the end, and maybe if I get tripped up somewhere, then maybe I'll start talking. But as long as I am maintaining pace, I will probably do minimal talking, and I will just talk about the puzzle after I finish it. So let's get my fingers warmed up. Ooh, if you want to follow along with what I'm looking at, you can see the clue highlighted in blue to the left of the grid. That will be the clue that I am currently solving and looking at. Okay, here we go. Open it up. What? Oh, shoot. Oh, God. What? Ah. Mm. Oh no! Okay, well, I gotta talk now. Let's see. Where is... I must have made a typo somewhere, because I don't think I had anything wrong. I think it's probably just a typo. Shoot. Let's see. Erking, Helena. Is it Denny? Denny Hamlin? Yes, let's. Spar, Placebo, Air, Wands, Oslo. No, all this looks right. Is it something up top? IBM, Moat, Acne, Cadra. Terry Spriggs argues, Usher in, Egg Whites. Eli is hidden in reliableness. Len is hidden in reliableness. Strati. Oh man, okay. Well, oh, is it this? Is it? It is that. Okay. Sporkle is with a C, not a K. I did, man, that's a bummer. As I was typing in Sporkle, I thought for sure Sporkle was with a K in my head, but then when I looked at this, I saw VAK, and I thought, well, that's weird. And I did take a look at the clue, and I thought vac is most often spelled VAC for rug cleaner, for vacuum. But then I was so sure that Sporkle was with a K that I just let it go. And I thought, well, maybe it's an alternative spelling since it's informal anyways. Like maybe they just used a different spelling. But no, it was C. I should have gone with my instinct. Anyways, I don't know what is the... I noticed something about foods going on here. We have hash browns. Oh, is it just color? Foods with colors. Mandarin oranges, egg whites, hash browns, and beet greens. No revealer in this puzzle as far as I could tell. I don't think there's anything to tie those together, really. Which is interesting. I don't know, I kind of expected a revealer here of some kind, but there isn't one, unless I skipped over it and I just completely missed it. Yeah, it seems like there's no revealer here. It's just foods where the second letter, or the second word, is a color. I think it works pretty well. I mean, it's really simple. It's not, there's not much more to it than that. I mean, there's absolutely nothing more to it than that. And even the food names themselves don't, I don't know if they really hold together as well as I wish they did. Because there's even, without any kind of revealing answer to tie it all together, you just have the color to go on, but like they don't all match perfectly. Like, for example, Mandarin oranges, that is a type of orange, right? Mandarin oranges, that is a specific food item that is an item of produce that's not something that you can create. It's just a thing, right? Whereas hash browns, on the other hand, is a food that is prepared. Hash browns is not the name of the actual food item the way that Mandarin oranges is. Hash browns is a prepared food item from potatoes and oil or butter or whatever. That's why I think like these things, and egg whites is a part of a specific food item. It's not even a whole specific food item of eggs. It's just one part of eggs. So like all of these different food items, they don't quite tie together really well, except for the fact that they just have colors in their names. Which is why I kind of wish there was a larger revealer to kind of hold these items together. Like, for example, if it was something about like a colorful breakfast or something like that, you know, like, because all of these are kind of breakfast items, sorta, like they could be breakfast items. Eggs, oranges, hash browns, I mean, salad greens. I don't know if beet greens would be considered a breakfast item, but like could be, you know, or something like that. Like, you know, just some interesting creative way to tie them together, other than the fact that they are just have colors in their names. Would be nice. But, you know, it's Monday. You can't ask for much more than that. I am just saying from the perspective of someone who is trying to make good crosswords, like something more elegant would have been cool. But anyways, I don't know if there was anything that really stood out as great in this. I think Mandarin Oranges by itself as a 15-letter entry that goes all the way across the grid, I think that's a really good entry. And I like to see it. Cadre, or I'm never sure how to pronounce this word, to be honest, but it is a good word. It's a word that I know but don't use very often. So that's a good pull. I like that. I liked ACLU and others for orgs is good. That is a nice, like, you know, you give away that it's an abbreviation without explicitly giving away that it's an abbreviation. I suppose this is probably the most creative thing in this whole puzzle. This man's name hidden in reliableness. These two right next to each other. Eli and Len. Again, it would have been cool if there was some, like, kind of cheeky comment, or like if the word chosen instead of reliableness, it was a different word chosen to like refer to men or something, or like I don't know. But again, it's Monday. You can't ask for too much. That's all I'm going to say about this puzzle. Let me know what you thought about it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, like this video, all that good stuff helps me out. And I'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday's puzzle for my usual, you know, casual, leisurely pace walk through and talk. Thanks so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.